That's my son, Rishi. Rishi lives in Chicago.
Yes.
And it was my 60th birthday.
God, came to celebrate your birthday and got set up on.
My big fat fabulous life star Whitney Way Thor is opening up about the joys of new sisterhood. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel My Big Fat Fabulous Life. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In season 11, she and the viewers will get to meet her long-lost half-sister. Now, the reality star is shedding light on what it has been like since coming face-to-face with her unknown sibling. Read on for more details. For years, Whitney Way Thor never knew that she had another sibling aside from her brother, Hunter. Then, in December 2022, her mother, Babs, passed away and her father, Glenn, was in a funk. He did not know what to do with his life, so he was ready to start adventuring. Part of this was meeting his daughter out of wedlock, Angie. In the trailer, the family is seen pulling up to Angie's home, but all viewers see is the back of her head. So what has it been like for Whitney now that she has a new sibling in her life and adjusting to the changes? According to an interview with E! News, she was okay with not caring for this new family that was being introduced to her. In the beginning, she was clearly in shock over the news. And then I remember before I met them, I was like, well, it's okay. If I don't like them, I lived my whole life without them. But that's not been the case. They're wonderful. They're fabulous, Whitney Way Thor shared. Not only are they fabulous, but she seems to be making new memories as an aunt as well. Whitney was invited to her niece's bachelorette party, which she will be attending, and adds that this has really been a gift. It truly helped mend the hole when Babs passed right before the holidays. Yet now Whitney feels less alone for her and her brother's future, especially once her dad passes. And now it's like, no, I have all this other family. Whitney concluded by saying that they really do feel like family no matter the length of time they've known each other. A little bit of scandal. Though they seem really happy, it had been previously reported that Babs knew about this child and would not allow Glenn to have any contact with her. Furthermore, there was also talk that Whitney Way Thor really did not want to deal with this new sibling and vice versa. Eventually, both sides came to an agreement so they could film. Angie would not stake any claim on Babs or Glenn's estate. Now, a very different picture is being painted of this amazing reunion. Time will tell how the family really gets along as time goes by. Do you think Whitney is acting overjoyed for the cameras? Let us know and watch MBFFL September 5th on TLC. Whitney Way Thor, the star of the popular reality TV show My Big Fat Fabulous Life, had always been known for her exuberant personality and her commitment to body positivity. Her life had been an open book to her fans, who had followed her journey through triumphs and challenges. Despite all the ups and downs, Whitney remained resilient and optimistic. One bright spring morning, Whitney received a phone call that would change her life in unexpected ways. Her father, Glenn, had some news that he had been eager to share. "Whitney, I had something important to tell you," he began, his voice tinged with excitement and a touch of nervousness. Whitney's heart skipped a beat. "What is it, Dad?" she asked, curious and a bit apprehensive. Glenn took a deep breath. "You have a half-sister, Whitney. Her name is Alana, and she's been looking for us. She reached out recently, and I think it's time for you to meet her." Whitney was stunned. The news of having a half-sister was completely unexpected, and her mind raced with questions. Who was Alana? What was her story? How would this new relationship fit into her already busy and complicated life? After a moment of silence, Whitney found her voice. "Dad, I need some time to process this, but I do want to meet her. I want to understand this new part of our family." The anticipation of meeting Alana filled Whitney with a mixture of excitement and anxiety. She arranged to meet her half-sister at a cozy cafe in Greensboro, a neutral place where they could talk and get to know each other without the pressure of family gatherings. As Whitney arrived at the cafe, she spotted Alana sitting at a corner table. Alana was a few years younger, with a warm smile and an aura of calmness. Whitney approached her with a tentative smile. "Hi, Alana. I'm Whitney." Alana stood up and hugged Whitney tightly. "It's so good to finally meet you, Whitney. I've been looking forward to this moment." The two sisters sat down and began to talk, sharing their life stories and finding common ground. Alana explained how she had always known about her connection to the Thor family, but had only recently decided to reach out. She spoke about her upbringing, her passions, and her desire to form a relationship with her newfound family. Whitney listened intently, feeling a sense of kinship and curiosity. "I'm glad you reached out, Alana. This is all so new to me, but I want to get to know you better. Let's take it one step at a time." As the conversation continued, Whitney felt a growing sense of connection with Alana. They laughed, shared stories, and discovered similarities in their personalities. By the end of their meeting, Whitney felt a warmth in her heart that she hadn't expected. In the weeks that followed, Whitney and Alana began to spend more time together, gradually building their bond as sisters. They explored Greensboro, visited local landmarks, and enjoyed each other's company. Whitney introduced Alana to her close friends, who welcomed her with open arms. One sunny afternoon, Whitney invited Alana to her dance studio, where she taught dance classes and practiced her own routines. "I want to show you something that means a lot to me," Whitney said, leading Alana into the studio. As they entered the spacious room, Whitney's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Dance has been a huge part of my life. It's my way of expressing myself and finding joy. I want to share that with you." Alana watched as Whitney began to dance, her movements fluid and full of grace. She could see the passion and dedication in every step. "You're amazing, Whitney. I'd love to learn some dance moves from you." Whitney grinned. "Let's do it. I'll teach you some basics, and we'll have a blast." The two sisters spent the afternoon dancing and laughing, creating memories that would strengthen their bond. Alana's enthusiasm and willingness to learn brought a sense of joy to Whitney's heart. She felt a deepening connection with her sister, a connection that was becoming an integral part of her life. As Whitney and Alana grew closer, they also faced challenges in their budding sisterhood. Their different backgrounds and life experiences sometimes led to misunderstandings and disagreements. Whitney's life in the public eye was particularly challenging for Alana, who was not used to the constant attention and scrutiny. One evening, as they sat together in Whitney's living room, Alana expressed her concerns. "Whitney, I admire how you handle your fame, but it's overwhelming for me. I feel like I can't live up to the expectations." Whitney took Alana's hand and looked into her eyes. "Alana, you don't have to live up to any expectations. You're my sister, and that's all that matters. We'll navigate this together, and I'll always be here to support you." Alana nodded, feeling reassured by Whitney's words. "Thank you, Whitney. I just want us to have a genuine relationship without the pressure of being in the spotlight." Whitney understood Alana's feelings and promised to be mindful of her sister's comfort level. They agreed to take things slowly and prioritize their relationship over any external pressures. Despite the challenges, their bond continued to grow stronger. Whitney's friends and family embraced Alana, making her feel like a part of the Thor clan. The support and love from those around them helped both sisters navigate the complexities of their new relationship. As time went on, Whitney and Alana discovered that they shared many common interests and values. They both had a passion for helping others and making a positive impact on their community. Together, they decided to embark on a new project that would combine their strengths and passions. "Let's start a support group for women who are struggling with body image and self-esteem," Whitney suggested one afternoon. "We can use our experiences to help others find confidence and joy in their own lives." Alana's eyes lit up with excitement. "That's a wonderful idea, Whitney. I've always wanted to do something meaningful, and this feels like the perfect opportunity." They began to plan their support group, brainstorming ideas and reaching out to local organizations for support. They decided to call their group Sisters in Strength, symbolizing the bond they shared and the strength they wanted to impart to others. Their first meeting was held at Whitney's dance studio, and the turnout was better than they had expected. Women from all walks of life came to share their stories and seek support. Whitney and Alana led the group with empathy and compassion, creating a safe space for everyone to express themselves. As the weeks went by, Sisters in Strength grew into a close-knit community. Whitney and Alana found fulfillment in helping others, and their own bond deepened as they worked together towards a common goal. The support group became a source of inspiration and empowerment, not only for the participants, but also for the sisters themselves. Whitney and Alana's journey as sisters was filled with many memorable moments and milestones. One of the most significant events was Alana's birthday, which Whitney wanted to make extra special. She planned a surprise party.